Salve. Let's play some Total War Rome Remastered. And we're back. Right now, jumping into the Siege of Lilybaeum pretty much immediately. No waiting around. A high energy start for a hopefully relatively simple and... how do I put this? Logistically acceptable battle in terms of losses, right?
Victory is near at hand. If all do their duty as Romans, victory will be ours. Bend your backs to your tasks, and all will be well. Do not fear these Parthian soldiers. They are good fighters, it is true, but they die as easily as other men. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations? On this field stand 1 in 4 of our people's warriors. We are enough then to win great honor and do great service. This and more, I have no doubts that you will do. Our task today is a noble one, to preserve the town and its people. We outnumber them comfortably, but that should not be seen as an excuse not to fight hard. Why let your brother carry your burden? I have never yet lost a fight against these men. I have no intention of starting today. So together, we will gain another victory. The enemy will try to conserve their strength by firing at us. We must close and fight them hand to hand, like true men. This morning we took the auspices, and the liver has seldom been so clear. This is most wonderful. A triumphant outcome to our battle is guaranteed. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Okay, sorry about the interruption. I wanted to, well, for one, wanted to hear the entire general speech. Oh. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a problem, isn't it? For some reason, on the campaign map, I didn't see that this place had a stone wall. I was convinced it was palisades. That's... yeah, that's not ideal. Okay. Well, let's try something like this as a storming operation, I guess. Or actually, let's try something like this. So you bring 3 battering rams, and the arrows are sort of divided among the 3 of them, and what happens is, well, either all 3 of them catch on fire, in which case you look silly and retreat, or one of them somehow manages to go through. And then also I'm going to run in with starting on the flanks here, hoping, sort of beyond hope, that the skirmishers on the rear as well. Hoping, sort of beyond hope, like I said, that probably should have put, like, I don't know. Yeah, well, this one's on fire. And please have this one live. Okay, thank you.
Our soldiers are at the gates. Now they must batter a way through.
We don't need this round anymore, you can drop it.
They're attacking us! What's done? They're attacking us! Where? Infantry!
Let's bring the archers forward so we can start hitting their skirmishers. You know, firing back. Their skirmishers from the walls have more range than my archers do. Okay. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but okay.
The battering ram has broken through the gate.
Hey, how many are we going to lose to the oil at the gates? Hundreds probably, right? Unironically, hundreds. Well, I did pretty much everything I could. Sad that we've lost some of the archers, and that they can't do anything. But there you go, like 400 or 500 has started to the oil.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken.
Gonna use the Velites to try and do a bit of damage to the defenders on the walls. And they're pretty much done, so we can retreat them. And I reckon I'm gonna run out of infantry before I can get to the central plaza, which is why I intend on using the generals. Well, and the Italian spearmen too, because that's gonna be must pretty much if I wanna deal with this. Yeah, unfortunately the Hastati don't have as big of an advantage against the Iberian infantry as they do against the other forces we've been fighting. Armored hoplites, right? Or regular hoplites in this region. Oh well, we should still be a fair bit better than the Iberians, in my modest opinion. But I don't know. One of them broke already. Mind you, they lasted until the last 4 men in their ranks, and this is the point at which I will remind you that the last time my unit broke, it had 150 men. Theirs break at around 10, mine break at 150. I'm joking, not literally. I mean, you can see that I don't mean that literally, but when fighting an enemy general, I guess, yes. I mean, we know what else to say. Fortunately, though, like I said, it doesn't really matter how many we lose. I mean, obviously it matters financially, it matters for a manner of different reasons, but one of the reasons why it doesn't matter much is actually because
Great gods be praised. The enemy general is killed.
is actually
Fear makes a
because
hole
of
in our
the
enemy's
stupid
hearts.
amount of retraining that we're going to be doing once the battle's over, because this place has all the facilities you could ever possibly want and or need. My wrist hurts a little bit. I feel like the last few days my wrists feel extra tight from all the YouTubing I've been doing. All I'm saying is if I get carpal tunnel syndrome, I'm blaming you lot. Obviously, I'm blaming my hobby, right? And anyways, I'm blaming this YouTube channel, something along those lines. Anyways, let's separate this force into sort of two. Oh, they've broken at 150. Well, glad to see my units aren't the only ones that break in those circumstances. Sometimes the enemy can break for no apparent reason also. Good, good, excellent. This is fair. This is more than fair, actually. This is, dare I call it, justice. So, yeah, sure, fair enough. How do I get to the other side of this? Yeah, over there. Alright, let's go. No, sorry. Going that way. Then let me pick out just the less injured and less depleted forces out of all of these, and basically just charge them forward towards the enemy with little regard for their own lives. You're definitely attacking the militia cavalry too. You have spears, you need to be in there right away. Right, get in there. Good. And the two generals, come on. Ah, see, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Lovely. Get in there, my most powerful unit in the army, from now until the end of time. It's true, by the way, the general's bodyguard is the most powerful unit in the Roman army. At least in this game. From now to the end of the game, because it gets a free upgrade with the Marian reforms. Oh, yes. Turns into Armored General's bodyguard. And, unlike all the other troops, you don't need to delete your generals or have them die or whatever in order to get the new bodyguard. Anywho, Sicilia Poeni is ours, and we may begin retraining all our troops. In fact, we may also begin training equites here, which is pretty fun. But we're going to do that at a later date, I feel like. Now, retrain troops like this. And this has actually made me realize something and made me think about something. Veterancy in Rome Remastered is kind of a joke. I mean, veterancy you get from temples to recruit stuff is important, right? Depending on the temple. I know that the Ptolemies have a temple to Alexander, which gives them, I think, the highest recruitment bonus when it comes to veterancy for any faction, possibly. Yeah, in fact, okay, I haven't tried literally every faction in this mod, but I think it's one of the highest ones. It's really, really good, but it's also more expensive than any other temple in the game. Fun stuff, right? Veterancy when it comes to the generals makes sense. You know, they win a couple of battles, win a couple of settlements, and they get command points, they get traits and stuff like that. Awesome. Veterancy when it comes to units is kind of dumb. Because take a look at the Italian spearmen, right? Okay, they've lost a fair number of soldiers, fair enough, but they have 0 veterancy. These guys killed elephants. They survived multiple difficult battles. The archers, similar story, really. They've killed a lot of people. 2 veterancy chevrons. I think they started with the same 2, didn't they? Or maybe started with 1. Anyways, not a big difference. And then some of the Hastati, like 1 chevron, 2. These guys have 3. Okay, I guess. I would have given them silver chevrons all by now. Like, they've conquered Sicily. I mean, they've gone through the siege of Lipara, Syracuse, all the way down here. Granted, not all of them, so I guess some of them are still new, but some of them are really experienced, and yet, you know.
Our patience, if we may have private word.
I'll do this. I'll take this as a trade.
Well, when you put it like that.
Yeah. I'll take Espus Diadumenides. Sorry for the horrible pronunciation. And you know what? You are going to be the governor of Croton. Yes, you are. That's going to be your post. So, in exchange for, you know, betraying Taurus, I'm going to give you Croton. It's still going to stay under my rule. I'm going to have to pay a... Well, I did pay a ridiculous amount of money to acquire you, but regardless of that fact... Need to know that you guys sieged that and took it. Regardless of that fact, though... I think it's a fair trade. Okay, Sicilia Poeni. Why don't you give us a shrine to Vulcan, I think? And I would like to recruit... You're just counting the number of these guys I have in the army. Okay, I would like to recruit a town watch unit. Yes, I would. And then everything else stays pretty much the same, and we're going to have the siege of Enormus. Enormus? Yeah. Next turn. Croton's been dealt with in a rather creative manner, I would say. And yeah, okay. Oh, this isn't under auto management. Oh, shoot, I completely forgot about this. Yikes. Okay, yeah, just, auto-manage everything. There you go. Whoops. Knew I was forgetting something. Next turn I'll switch Lilybæum to auto-managing too. Tell you what though, I wish there was a way to auto-manage construction and not taxation. Because taxation is something you set for a while, and construction you have to do every single turn. Be a nice balance between things. I wonder. This military dynamic. Yeah. There's no way to do it, unfortunately. Maybe in a different screen? Finances. Manage tax. Automatic construction. Yeah, there's no way to change it around, basically. You have to do automatic construction if you're doing automatic tax. You can't do automatic construction, but not tax. Yeah. Unfortunate, but not a big deal. I think we take one more turn here to replenish everyone. Although, we don't really need to be wasting time.
Fleet ready.
Yeah, we don't need to be wasting time. Can we leave? We can. Okay, I'm going to put one more unit of town watch down there.
General.
Wait a minute.
Forward.
Shouldn't the... So the Hastati don't get a silver weapon, they get a bronze weapon. A bronze tier upgrade, whichever you want to call it. Why? Light weapons and heavy weapons +1. Light weapons +1. It's because of the Shrine to Vulcan. I need to get it to level 2 and then they'll be able to get it. Okay, fair enough. We'll get that, hopefully, eventually, and then we'll take it back. And we'll take the army back there, but for now, Siege of Panoramas is important. Over here, I left the wrong troop in.
Orders, Imperator.
Christ. Well, we're heading into battle without the archers, or are we? No, I don't think we will be. Well, anyways. Remember those equites that are now stuck in Croton and I can't move? Yeah, turns out... cheaper to recruit them here. So but I'm not going to do it. It's faster to recruit them here, and I could just send them to Lilybaeum to get retrained. Why did I? I suppose the alternative is I take them from here and then send them directly to Lilybaeum. Fine, it's not a big deal, it's just a bit... Just gonna put it. Okay, all of that's done. Obtain surrender from Taurus. We can still try and do that. I wonder, what's compensation? Give them Croton, yeah, I figured it would be. Yeah, never mind. No, I can't do that, I'm sorry. Wish I could, but not really an option, so I'm just going to send the diplomat down here, and we're going to send him towards Egypt, I guess? Or maybe Spain or something, we'll see. Okay, hello. Trade information
A most generous proposal.
Trade and map information, please. And let's move along. I like how the AI builds watchtowers too. It makes me feel not so alone in my obsession with placing watchtowers everywhere and being a sort of big brother to the Empire. Constantly observing everything. Of course, the AI doesn't do it nearly as much as I do, but yeah, you know, they still do it, so... Makes what I'm doing feel ever so slightly more acceptable, I suppose. Alright. Diplomatic information, not important. All of this, not important. Blocked, agent found. Carthaginian spy in Lilybaeum. Tusk, Tusk, Tusk. Okay, well, bad news. Did they bring troops here, or did they... They did. I mean, I don't recommend it. Bringing troops in. The AI has blessed me with a shrine to Vulcan. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you. Do I want like a unit of war dogs or something? Probably not, right? For the Legion, it would be. It would be a bit uncivilized, honestly. Let's just fight with soldiers if we can help it. Yeah, they just brought more men. Okay, this navy goes off to Lilybaeum. No need to blockade this off anymore, and these guys will be your reinforcements pretty much, because now we have a semi-competent admiral, and I'm going to teach some of you something about naval combat, at least hopefully, you know, some of you that aren't maybe as well versed and experienced with Rome Total War. There is no naval combat. There's only auto-resolving naval warfare, right? So, how do you do that? You just click the auto-resolve button. Yes, but how do you actually win? How do you prepare for it? Usually it's the bigger number beats the smaller number. However, there are nuances. The second ship in the navy is the one that does the bulk of the fighting. I don't know why. I'm not even sure the people who made the game know why. It's one of those RNG things, but the second ship is the most important, so make sure that the second ship in the navy is the best one you have. Currently, I only have, like, Briaremes, right? But later down the line, pay attention to that, and you'll notice that you're winning a lot more of your battles than you're losing. Okay, I am going to go and besiege Taurus after I'm done with this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think that'll be the best course of action for me, because the Brutii are just not getting it done. They're way too slow. The Julii are finally mobilizing and moving out. They have some large armies. Large number of settlements too. So I kind of expect that, I guess. Something just attacked Taurus. Was it a rebel army of some description? Didn't see it went by too quickly.
Your Honor, without delay,
Talk to them next turn. 17,000 gold. Jesus. AI, build something. There's more ships coming with more troops. That's not ideal, but I don't really have the navy to oppose them just yet. Fortunately. Okay, do I want to build another Vilate unit? I think I do. And there's going to be like reinforcements for the navy. Navy? Reinforcements for the Legion. Sorry, the opposite of navy. And the Equites are also going to Lilybaeum to get retrained. And they're getting sent to the Legion also. So, what is it? 3 units or 3 blocks of infantry there, 2 blocks of infantry, 1 of skirmishers there. It's all right. I can deal with it. Let's see if they'll fight me outside of the another block of infantry there. Okay. Tell you what, it's good that we've besieged them first because they're gonna have to fight separately. And if they don't land all of their forces next turn, they're going to have some problems, I feel like. Hey, what are we doing in Capua, by the way? We still haven't built a temple in Capua, nor a port, but we are building something we absolutely do not need. That's pretty much what I expected. Kind of ironic how I'm relying on capturing good enemy settlements to do my retraining and recruiting and stuff, rather than relying on my own economy to build up my own settlements. You might say it's quintessentially Roman, but not really. No, not quite. I mean, sure, in Greece, I guess, and in Egypt, but Gaul wasn't exactly full of metropolitan... not metropolitan. Wasn't full of metropolises and, you know, urban centers and stuff like that. There was some, but hardly second Rome. Any of the towns there. Spain also, more large chunks of North Africa too, and yeah, it's not.
Aye, Captain. Prepare to engage. The sea is ours.
Shame. So they did land a few units. Good God, they have a full-on army over here. All right, let's fight them immediately. That way we fight. Well, we will fight their reinforcements. It's really cool how they're sending reinforcements to Sicily, and you can tell that they're like. God, I've forgotten the word. They're starts with SC. All I can think of is scrap. No, they're not. They're you know, trying to do it very quickly. They're running.
The Parthians who face us today are terrible in war and in...
Hey, sorry, I'm not listening to another speech about the Parthians. I listened to the previous one. It was a full speech. Kind of feels silly to listen to another one after this. I think general speeches are one of the best things in Rome Total War. And generally in Total War, it's one of the best things that they've brought to the game. And I'm so sad that they don't exist anymore and that they've been taken out of all of the Total War titles, present and future. However, I don't want to listen to another one. At least not right now, not in this episode. I feel like it'll take away too much from your precious viewing time, and if I'm going to be brutally honest, I take away precious of your viewing time already. I take away enough of your precious viewing time, I mean, already, in the sense of, you know, playing ridiculously slowly and taking perhaps a bit too long to end my turns and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay. So, now that we have this, I haven't forgotten about the reinforcements, don't you worry. Happen to know exactly what the composition of the reinforcing army is, and I know how to deal with them. Okay, run to position, and you also can run to position. Something I noticed in Rome Remastered, you can mix ranged units and melee units. Like, you can mix them on the field, and the ranged units will not hit your own troops if they, for example, walk through them like this, right? So if you have your archers firing, you have another unit walk through it like this, they won't hit your own infantry. Watch them die now. Yeah, there you go. No casualties. Didn't used to be a thing in the past. Back in the day, they used to hit your own troops when walking like this. But here you can see all four columns of Astarte, no casualties from our own archers. They will hit your own men if, for example, you're shooting at someone that's already fighting. If they're, you know, sort of at range, if that makes sense. If we had, for example, Astarte here and we're trying to hit the guys in the back, there would be friendly fire. But not in instances like this, when they're, like, moving through one another. And remember,
soldiers have done their work well. The battering ram has broken through the gate.
so we lost a few soldiers here. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see.
Roman military engineering triumphs once more.
Okay, I'm sorry to the soldiers doing
Order
the
your men on to victory.
fighting over here. I need to help my Italian spearmen deal with the enemies. And this is the way to help them. Oh yeah, and then you are going to attack them, and you are going to attack them while the cavalry deals with the stragglers. Over here, I think I should just leave the archers to their bloody business. At least for a while longer. And then just pull out the cavalry, because I don't want to risk the lives of faction heir in general.
The gods who fill the heart of the enemy general with fear.
Okay, you did
Now he
enough.
flees the field like a coward.
You
The
two
enemy
are out of
show
ammo,
their
so
true
you can
virtue.
pull
They are
back.
not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running
Let's
from our
grab the
men.
other unit of Velites to replace them, and yeah, it turns out having like one more unit of Velites could be useful. Of course, once we get archers, their usefulness abruptly ends, right? But until we get the ability to recruit more archers, they're not entirely useless. Problem is, though, I think ammunition.
The gods
They just have
be praised.
way too
The
few
enemy general is dead.
javelins
His
or
men
whatever they're
know
throwing.
their doom approaches.
Kind of, I mean, the same kind of, to an extent, goes for slingers as well. Less so, definitely. That they're a lot more, well, they're a lot better at their jobs. They're a lot more useful, but even slingers aren't all that great. It's more a testament to how good archers are than anything else, but
Great gods!
they just
Our
don't pull their
soldiers
weight,
have
I'm
done well this
afraid.
day. The walls are taken.
I mean, out of all of the dead here, the archers are probably responsible for like 90% or so. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but not much. To be honest with you, not much. Okay, hold fire, I forgot to tell you that. Okay, so they are not going to make it through there, definitely. Question is, how do I deal with all of the cavalry that's left over here? And I think it would be foolish of me not to try and use archers to weaken them at least a little bit. Let's move the archers in. Say 1, 2, 3. 4 units of Astarte in there. 1, 2, 3 units of Astarte. So run around the flank. Huh? What are we thinking? There will be losses, don't get me wrong. Maybe we can even get away with throwing some of the general's bodyguard in there at the very end of the battle. Yeah, the archers can get into position to fire off a few volleys. Just at the guys in the back, not over here, because you're going to start hitting our own troops, but just at these ones in the back. You know, soften them up a little bit, so that the other blocks of infantry I've sent can do their job a little bit more easily. And we're taking massive casualties here against, I'm assuming, mostly the enemy general's bodyguard. Although round-shield cavalry isn't exactly a pushover, but they're not exactly great either. Okay, if they're going to stay here with just militias, with just militia cavalry, I'm going to charge them with my 2 generals. No reason not to do that. All the heavy hitters are here trying to break through the center. And in fact, it's become a problem enough that I'm considering sending in some reserve troops also. Yeah. They're probably not going to make it on time, but just in case, you know. Okay, please fire and run away. You're almost done anyway, and I really want to protect you for future battles and such. So maybe I could send the Velites, or the Velites, however you want to pronounce it, into throw spears above our own ranks and hit these guys. Can't believe that 4 blocks of Hastati will get overrun by just a bunch of horsemen in a narrow street. That's kind of ridiculous. But hey. Okay, so the militia cavalry over here are almost done. I think that calls for the complete and utter surrounding of all enemy forces located here. Yeah. Generally speaking, I don't recommend whatever this is that they're trying to do. Out of the frying pan into the fire, from fighting like 4 units of Astarte to backing off and fighting 3 new fresh ones. Overall, not recommended. There we go.
The enemy general is dead. His men know
Took some losses, probably more than I would like, but it's all replenishable and fixable. It's not a big deal. It's not like we've damaged our economy or our cities or anything by any significant amount. So there we go. The collision at sea can ruin your entire day. Definitely. Matter of fact, I will, dare I say, in antiquity, it will ruin more than your day. But kind of feels obvious, right?
Victory and glory! This land is Roman!
3,200 people live in this town. Okay. Let's repair it. Let's put a shrine to Saturn on it. For barracks. No, a shrine to Saturn, I think, definitely. And then take one of the town watch from here and put it over there, and there we go. Okay, so Sicily, I'm not going to say is secured yet, because it's kind of, well, it's kind of not, if I'm honest. But it's getting there, and my income is at a point where I'm considering raising another army. And, in fact, ooh, okay, we have archers and ballistas available for recruitment in Capua. Okay, tell you what, we're going to turn this into a nice little story, and not just, you know, me recruiting another army. We're going to say that Quintus Scipio has proven himself as a... I almost wanted to say a second in like the chess term, you know, but no, it's like a helper and assistant to... assistant general, advisor, if you will. Whichever. To our faction heir, Julianus, and due to his, you know, outstanding performance in battle, which there really was some outstanding performance in battle. I mean, they routed enemy infantry units, they charged enemy cavalry and won. None of them died. I mean, Julianus or Quintus, they never really suffered heavy casualties to their bodyguard either. They were really good in battle. That's no joke, I'm being serious. So, due to their excellent performance in battle, what we're going to do is we're going to set them. We're going to set Quintus up with a new army and with a legion of his own to command. Now, what his orders will be, I'm not sure yet. They're definitely going to be something. Do I even want to build him an army in Croton? I think I can just assemble it here. Right, 4 archers. 4 units of Pricape, 4 units of Hastati over here, and 2 units of Equite right here, and there you go. I'm not going to recruit the Equite yet, but yeah, there you go. Perfect, right? Excellent. Now, let's just wait and see whether the Carthaginians decide to try and retake Sicily. Apparently, they did bring a general. Scurrying, I think that's the word I was looking for, right? The SC word. They're scurrying to try and bring reinforcements as quickly as possible to Sicily to try and, you know, stop me from taking everything over. Unfortunately, it's too late. They lost all the towns here, but they could try and, you know, invade it back, and they probably will, but kind of the whole reason why I'm trying to build up a navy at the same time as building up everything else. However, we'll see how that goes soon. For now, the new army is probably going to be tasked with taking over Taurus. And then heading down here and maybe the islands over here. We could make it like an island invasionary force. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world.
A most generous proposal.
And yet more Carthaginian ships arrive. Oof, okay, this is now a threat. Like, it became a curiosity with just some light infantry on ships. Then they multiplied. Now it's, ooh, okay. Let's just move our diplomat before I forget. And are they giving up?
Ready to sail.
Or are they just gonna bring more? You never really know, but at least we did get rid of one of the ships. And ergo some of the troops. Yeah, I think the problem is they just don't have enough troops to do anything against this kind of force. Look at me, select it all proud-like. But no, for real, I think they don't have enough troops to do anything. And so, I think Lilybæum will be the meeting point for this army too. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, for now though, you have to go out, you go in. And I'm going to retrain everyone to get the newest pieces of equipment and all that good stuff. Over here, I lowered taxes for a second. I'm going to put it back on auto manage everything, because there you go. Did they set it at low? They did set it at low. Alright. 14,000. We're making 11,000 in profit. That's a serious amount of money. That is a serious amount of money. Unfortunately, we're not building anything over here in Samnium, province of Samnium. I don't quite understand why, but okay, I guess. The AI figures that needs to save money for something, probably like roads or something. They're incredibly expensive. I guess I understand. I think we just end turn, yeah.
Fleet ready. Prepare for battle.
Keep an eye on those fleets, though. Julia expanding northwards, it's nice to see. I really like how much the Roman Empire expands in this game. You will seldom find them fail, right? And yes, part of it is because the auto-resolve thing is heavily weighed in their favor, and they have the best troop quality, and honestly the best AI, because it's hard scripted to make some good decisions, shockingly enough, right? But regardless of the fact, it's really fun to see them just, you know, running around and expanding their empire, mostly because it makes for a very, very, very entertaining late game, where you get to fight with, you know, well, you get to fight the Romans, you get to fight the Civil War, depending on which faction you're playing.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Really fun. Can't recommend it enough. In fact, this whole game is very, very fun. I thoroughly recommend that you pick it up for yourselves. The remastered edition, yeah, if you don't have the original. If you have the original, you're not missing out on much. Although, some mods that are available for remastered are not available for the original, and vice versa, so I guess keep that in mind. But anyways, I'm going to build up a few more extra ships so I can move stuff around more easily, and I think I will see you all next time, where we're going to basically just let a few turns pass, build up a new army, send an army towards Taris. These guys look like they're about to betray me and besiege Croton, or they're going after Taris. One of the two. I'm not sure which, but I guess we'll see. Oh, and Lipara's active. It's auto-managed. What do you want me to do? Yeah. Anywho, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time. Let me just get trade rights and map information from these guys. There we go.
A most generous
And I will
proposal.
see you all next time, like I said. Until then, have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.